up, Paul?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. What's up, Edward, Jody?
Good
Hey,
evening.
Dominic.
Yeah. Well, we had some fun yesterday. We had a great thunderstorm and it was above 80 Fahrenheit. So that was fun. That was good. So how is everybody? Everybody in the chat? How's Paul? How's
Nope.
Justin?
Going.
That's good.
Justin's hanging in there as usual. Excited
Hey,
self.
Frank, Edward.
So excited.
So if during this the live stream I have to run to the bathroom, I took my clean out pills at the wrong time.
Uh-oh.
Gross.
So I've already been in there twice.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. So if I just get up and disappear, I'm not going to get a ship because there are no ships around.
Oh, okay.
It's not, I'm not taking care of a ship, I'm taking care of a shit, so yeah.
One letter difference, yep.
Okay, Mia, what do you want? You gotta go outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I come on, Paul's chair is empty.
Yep. I think he's attending to Mia at the moment. He was having to attend elsewhere as well.
Hey, Joe,
What's up?
how you doing?
Doing great. Doing better.
Feeling you sounding better.
Mm.
Well, I'm still stopped. Still stopped up, but rain didn't help last night.
Oh, okay.
No, you being
Yeah, my
out in the
game
rain,
was
that would
in the rain.
be not good. DJ,
2J.
Brenda.
Hey, Brenda, Jody,
Yep, Jody's here
TJ.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Edward's here too. Edward's in the middle.
Yep.
Good
Hey, Edward.
news. All right.
Bruce Springsteen just endorsed Kamala.
Oh, great.
I don't like his music anyway.
No,
Mm.
I was never a big fan of his.
You the guy that bought the signed Taylor Swift guitar
Yeah,
for like
and
$4
smashed
grand,
it. Yeah.
and he smashed
Yeah.
the fuck out of it on the stage.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah. Paid $4,000 for it.
Yeah.
It's for some charity, and then he decided to sit up on the stage and break it.
He's back. Hey.
That was good.
So Dominic, you like rain, right?
Yep.
Show you my game last night.
Oh, shit.
No,
We
look
had
at
a-
all the rain.
Yeah, we had a bit of rain and a bit of thunder last night, but nothing like that. We had more lightning than rain.
A little bit of rain, huh?
Yeah.
And then they got back with me. That was the article they were doing for Shepherd. He was a September
Okay.
athlete of the month, and they wanted to use it because it's going national with that.
Oh,
They
so
wanted that picture.
They like the picture?
Yeah, that's the one they used.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, though.
So that one goes in all their highlights around the country of and an old write up about Nate, and he used my picture, so that worked for me.
Sweet.
Sometimes you comp them out like that because you get specials.
One is calling. Oh, it's my mom.
So no baby today.
Oh,
All
no.
right.
When I got off this morning, I went in the back and laid down and woke up at 2:00.
All right. You needed a nap.
Yeah, I feel better. Been raining all day. I would have been flying. If it wouldn't have been raining.
It's rained all day. What's the prognosis for the next couple of days?
Well, a little bit of rain in the morning, then we're going to clear up.
All right.
So Sunday, I should have a good day. I should have a good afternoon on Saturday to fly.
I see everybody still putting up their opinions on the Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Russell says I'm endorsing the girlfriend beater Camilla's husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. What, like when Trump did his speech thing, was he really talking about like eating cats and dogs and shit like that?
Well,
I wouldn't have thought
what
so.
you got, when you see that shit on TV, it's a little clip taken here, added to a clip taken there, added.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's just all these little clips. It's like the one where he's talking about I'm rich, and then it clips to something else. Hey, yeah, and I'm gonna give you tax credit. Tax reduced. Yeah. No,
Well, the reason he brought that up is that they caught that illegal up in that town, and she had killed the cat, and she was sitting on the side of the road eating the cat.
oh, wow.
And the police got her on body cam and everything.
She was wackier than a goose.
You know.
Oh goodness.
But there are
Speaking
some
of
places
geese.
in the world where they eat cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Right, Dominic?
Yep.
You don't see any dogs roaming the street in Japan.
Nope.
Yeah. Real men eat pussy.
Now, Russell,
Yeah.
disclaimer.
Oh, he meant real men eat cats.
That's his cover-up story. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
talking about the little clips, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
So what did you do today, TJ? Anything useful?
I worked today.
Have you been busy?
Today, I don't know. Today kind of felt like a Sunday. It was really weird because like it wasn't busy at all in the store. Like, God, where the hell is everybody?
Come on.
Hey, Mark.
Crazy. Mark, what's up? Yeah, there was like nobody in the store today.
Hello, everybody.
Good
Hey,
evening.
Mark.
Was up?
Must be chilly over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 9 degrees centigrade and just gone 10 o'clock at night, so it's pitch black.
That makes it about 52 degrees.
Mm.
Um, I'm just nipping outside to have a cigarette.
Mm.
Precious want to go out?
No, Precious is laid down on the sofa inside.
Yeah.
We're sensible.
Did she pick her head up and look at you like, where the hell are you going?
Yeah. Oh no, she's followed me now. That's more like it. Where you going? I'm coming too.
Mm.
For what?
Justin was in here. He must have left, huh? Oh no, there he is.
Yeah, Justin's still here.
Yeah, he's there.
He's at
The last mom paid me today for the football pitches,
yeah.
and she said, "I am so sorry, I forgot." And about 3 weeks ago, she said, "I'll pay you tonight." I said, "Okay." I know where they are. I don't care about them. They're gonna pay me. And she said, "I'm so sorry." I said, "Well, I know where to find you."
Now Justin's
Yeah.
gone, right?
So I've collected from all the parents that owed me money.
Are you still getting any new orders or?
I got one of them that asked me yesterday, and I meant to look at that. I'm gonna go back and look at it. She wanted to know. She said she was meaning to get the package, the photo package for the year,
Yeah.
and wanted to know if they could just buy individuals. And I told her where. Well, I forgot who she was. I was gonna go back and see what his number was, because there's a possibility. It's a possibility. If it's a freshman player, it won't be that hard to go back and do it, you know.
Yeah.
And it all depends. She may be a parent that's going to spend $200, whereas if I give it $150 package, you know, what's the difference, you know? Or it might be a parent that buys 5 pictures, or I could sell it $150 package.
Sure.
But in the middle of this, I usually will not go back. You know, it just depends.
Well, it's still early in the season, isn't it? They haven't played many games.
It's midway, mid-season right now. Now into the second half.
Hey, Dusty.
I'm looking forward to the playoffs, because this year I told them, I said, this is regular season photos, remember?
Yeah.
I said playoff games, $25 a piece. And that's
I
being
guess we
nice.
can. Are you getting hungry?
You know, it's being nice, because I usually charge like $50 a game just to shoot the pictures. But the playoff games, and I'm only going to charge them for the away games.
Hey, we're
We
gonna
gotta
go
try.
get some chow. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
TJ, where are you gonna go?
Okay.
We're either gonna go to either Texas Roadhouse or this place called Duffy's. We got coupons, so.
There you go.
Yeehaw.
Go chow down.
Okay.
Go get you some roadkill.
Yeah. Bye.
Wipe your face when you're done. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, that's for a birthday meal.
It's gonna
isn't
be
it?
a quiet night tonight, Joe.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, Justin jumped off.
Yep. Justin dropped.
Donald's probably lurking.
Yep.
I don't know. Friday night, doesn't he cook for the family? You know, because now he's got the family living there. Used to be just his wife and he.
And Lance should be getting ready to make pizza.
Mhm.
Yep. It's Friday night pizza for Lance.
Yep.
Mm.
I think Justin might have gone out to dinner with the wifey.
Mhm.
Nah, probably not.
But it's not like him just to leave and then not say goodbye or anything.
Mm.
Usually, at least we usually, Joe, get a later, you know.
Yeah.
It could be that T-Mobile computer he put together. He's probably right there looking at the thing, thinking he's on live. You know, the plug something.
The yeah, the ship traffic has been really light the last couple of days. You know, sometimes late at night I get some passing, but not a lot of them. There's a lot of ships right now going Lake Erie across.
Mhm.
Yeah, TJ's new sticker, boy, he does look like a pawn store. The face is too long, if you look at it. His face is elongated. Who made the sticker for him?
I don't
Dunno.
know.
He said somebody was making. I couldn't remember who.
I remember him talking about somebody made it for him. And
What he said, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember who.
hey, TJ, if you're still in the chat, Joe would like to know who made your stickers for you.
Mm.
Man, he's not in. Keep going.
Oh yeah, but he at 5:17 he said
Yeah,
it's
Yo,
5:14,
Dusty.
3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Said yo, Justy.
Got his wife driving. He's on the stream. That's what's happening.
Mhm.
And when she saw that, she slapped him. So he said, "See you, Dusty." She backhanded him, like he says, "Stop that, take it off."
Boy, the leftist attack dogs are coming out in full force now.
Meh.
Oh, I'll tell
East
you
Coast
what.
Grills, be right back, almost at home.
Since I got that extra day this week, I ain't
Yeah.
fooling with pictures. I'm taking a day off.
You back to 5 days next week too?
Probably. I have no idea. I'm hoping today she didn't come over because they went and toured that. She said she had a tour set up of that preschool,
Ah,
but they don't tell me anything. They just use me.
yeah, you're like this stepdad that they don't tell you anything unless they want you to be known.
Like the redheaded stepchild.
Yep. So Dominic, what time did you get up this morning?
About 6. Yeah, 6. And that's after the sunrise.
Ah,
Whereas the days are really getting longer now. And we've got daylight saving starts tomorrow.
oh, does
So
it?
that's going to be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I don't know when daylight saving starts here.
About a month, I reckon. It's usually about a month.
I think they're 2 weeks after us, aren't they?
Mm.
And it's
Yeah, I thought it was later than that.
it's 3 weeks for us. I
Yeah.
think yours,
Yours is 26th.
and yours the second week in November,
Yeah, so I reckon it'd be, yeah.
like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's what I reckon.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. It's a bit like
I know the
that.
feeling.
Yeah.
The Art's got his show tonight, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he had one last night and one tonight.
Mm.
I'll go in the chat, and when he says grab bag hashtag, I'm gonna say I'm not entered because I won't win. I won't get the prize.
But I think didn't he do it an hour early last week, and then he was going to do it 2 hours early this week on Thursday, so that he starts at the same time as Paul does on a Thursday now for the political one.
Mm. Because it was 10 o'clock my time.
Well, the political one, but he has 4 people watching.
He
Well,
doesn't
one of
have,
them was me.
yeah, he doesn't have many people watching.
His regular channel, he was having a lot more people watching until he started bringing Bucky out every day.
Yeah. Yes, that does get kind of annoying.
Watching him molest that little beaver. Speaking of which, last night at the game, I don't know what they were cooking, but it smelled like brisket coming across somewhere. I couldn't find it. I mean, it smelled just like brisket. I was thinking, damn, I need to find out where that's at.
Yeah, it's amazing how everybody goes crazy for brisket when it's probably one of the cheapest cuts of beef.
Mm.
If you know how to cook it, you can make it one of the best tasting cuts of beef. Low and slow.
Like a pot roast. Yeah.
Mm.
That sounds good. I might do that this weekend. Might go run. I keep saying I'm gonna go over to Costco.
Justin's back. Must have been the internet problem.
I told you what it was. That damn computer he put together. He thought he put it together right. I want to go over to Costco and they've got a ribeye and they cut it real thin.
Oh, nice.
And you get a pack for about $40 to $50, and it might be 30 steaks in there. That thin. What I'm looking at is that'd be good for in the morning, like steak and eggs.
Yeah.
Make sandwiches out of it, everything. But then I get over there, look at the price, I say, oh hell no.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cheap. You don't realize how cheap I am. I buy drones and stuff, but when it comes to going to this grocery, man, if I'm going to get the Libby sausage gravy,
Oh,
next to
nice.
it's $1.67 a can, right? They got the Walmart brand right next to it for $1.18. Guess what I'll buy? Walmart.
Hey, the answer is November the 3rd in the U.S.
Okay.
Savings time ends. It's a Sunday, the 3rd.
So a week after ours.
Yeah. So it's a month.
Yep.
Full.
1 month.
When we have it and you don't.
Yeah, it's weird how you have steak and eggs for breakfast.
I can't tell you the last time I had steak and eggs for breakfast was probably decades ago.
We much prefer bacon and eggs.
Yeah, bacon and eggs is the
What I have for breakfast is a
proper breakfast.
breakfast wrap or a Boston cream.
Yeah, that's the way.
And if I'm really feeling risky, I'll have both of them, two of them.
Oh, nice.
They make a really good sandwich of they call it a farmer's wrap, and it's wrapped
Oh,
with
okay.
all kinds with bacon, sausage, eggs, and it wrapped up in a soft tortilla and heated up on like a grill. It is good.
Well, tomorrow, normally I have my Weetabix for my breakfast, but tomorrow I'm going to have sausage sandwich on a French stick.
What about a full English breakfast? You can't fit some black pudding in there?
Some what?
Black pudding. Try it
Black-
out. It's
What the hell is black pudding?
it's
Sounds like
very
it sounds like
delicious.
dog shit to me. Black pudding.
It's a blood sausage.
yeah. Delicious.
It's kind of like a salami, only it's made with blood and fat and usually something like barley.
Yeah.
I've never ever in my life eaten head cheese either.
So y'all remember I told you I couldn't stand cough syrup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I've been taking this stuff called Coricidin HBP. I found the pills.
Oh,
So that's the pills right there. So instead of me having to drink that crap, I can take one of these pills.
take a pill.
Mm.
So we're gonna take one of these pills just to see how it works.
You'd be better off just sucking on a Soothers
Yeah. Or Fisherman's Friend.
or Lockets.
Oh, yeah.
Lockets are nice.
Mm.
Like a lemon flavored hard candy with a honey center.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got one like that. It's a Halls with
Yeah,
lemon eucalyptus.
Hall's Soothers. I think they do the same thing. Yeah, and they do a cherry
Yeah.
well
Oh, the cherry ones. Mm.
and a black currant.
Might have to go make me a cup of proper tea.
Proper tea. Do you make proper tea with milk and sugar or what?
Yeah.
Well, just milk. I don't put sugar in tea or coffee.
No.
I put
never
I
put
put
sugar in
cane
there.
sugar.
Yeah. You put sugar, it tastes too sweet now.
Yeah.
I buy the dark cane sugar that you use for making cookies and things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just put a couple of tablespoons of that in there, and it does exactly what I wanted to do.
Now, when you say
It's not-
proper tea, do you make with a kettle? Do you boil the water in the kettle or the microwave?
Oh hell no! I boil it through the curd. Let it go through there.
Keurig. Yep.
Then it's not a proper tea. If it's not boiled in a kettle to 100 degrees, you ain't infusing the tea and it isn't proper.
Yeah, you gotta
It's 100
promote the strong
119
brownian
degrees.
motion.
Paul,
Yeah.
It's
A
Yeah.
coffee.
when it comes to black pudding, I'm with you. It's dog shit,
Yep.
yeah.
right? And when it comes to Fisherman's Friends, they're made in Fleetwood
Yes.
near Blackpool. Scum. Blackpool. Scum. Sorry. Just can't say Blackpool without saying Scum.
Yeah.
One of your favorite places.
I used to prefer Victory V's.
Oh, yeah.
I told my doctor last night. He come up to me. He said, "How you feeling?" He said, "You sound better." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I got these things called Fisherman's Friends that I've been using to keep myself wide open." And I said, he had a commercial about it. Says, when your throat hurts, suck on a Fisherman's Friend. He like to feed on himself.
Yeah, they're made in Fleetwood.
Mm.
Yeah, if you make tea in a coffee machine, it doesn't boil the water enough because to make
It makes it to drinkable temperature. Now, that's not tea or
Yeah.
coffee.
No,
Exactly.
mine.
coffee
with the
cannot
water
be
out at
made with
190
boiling
degrees.
water. Instant coffee can be made with boiling water, but proper coffee can't because it burns the beans.
Not if you know
Exactly.
how to make it. You've got to know how to make a proper coffee. You can't just chuck your coffee granules in and then tip hot water on it. You've ruined it. You
Exactly.
must always, if you're having sugar, you put your coffee, your sugar, and then you put a dash of milk and you stir the coffee to a paste. Then when you tip the hot water in, it doesn't burn the beans.
Yeah, but
Most definitely.
I don't have sugar in
Right,
it.
Rod.
But what
Yeah,
if you want
just
a
use the
burnt
milk.
bean taste?
The only thing I
Yeah,
have,
you do.
You might like it. I don't, but some people do.
the only
I don't
thing
like I don't like coffee, period.
Yeah.
So doesn't
I'm
bother
glad
me.
y'all talking about coffee. I gotta order some.
Yeah. I don't like coffee either.
I do.
That makes three of us.
Well, this next storm looks kind of weird, Joe.
I love a nice,
okay.
strong.
I don't know nothing about a storm.
I don't know that I've ever seen one go from the far west of the Gulf all the way across Florida.
Yeah, they'd have a few.
Is that the track they're saying? It's gonna go straight across the Gulf and into Florida?
Mm-hmm.
But
So
they're
it's
not
gonna
saying it's
miss
gonna really
Texas
turn into
and-
anything.
It may not. It literally may not turn into anything. Yeah, that seems to be the thing.
Well, we're about to get our second hurricane of our lifetime.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Kirk?
so it is headed for you, right, David?
Yeah.
Are we? We're going to get one.
Yeah. Wednesday and
It's like-
Thursday next week.
Cyclonic storm or something.
Is it
I heard 'em.
actually managed to go all the way across Ireland and hit the
It's-
north? Or is it
It's
just
it's missed America and it's skirting up. They don't know whether it's going to lose its power like they normally do, because it was a category 5 last time they saw it, last time they reported on it, and that normally means some serious wins for us.
Oh, okay.
It was
So it's
it's
not-
done
not just
it's followed the
Scottish
same path. It's followed the same pattern as the Michael Fish incident.
No. So you're going to have a second Michael Fish incident. Okay.
or it's
There is
gonna
a
hit-
possibility it could still miss us, but
It's just going to hit the south of England then.
apparently not. It's supposed to hit Southern Ireland and the northwest of England.
Well, southern England will take most of the brunt of it, and we won't get much.
One minor adjustment left on my drone.
We might
Oh,
we might get 70 or 80 mile an hour winds, which is now to bother with.
115 mile an hour they're expecting.
shit.
Did you get your lights all sorted out there, Rod?
You know, I ran into another problem and then
Yeah,
said to
no.
hell with it. When I tried to plug 2 more LEDs in, let's just say things kind of went sideways. So I just said to hell with it, and I'm sticking with 2. And instead of being on the arms, they're on the top, which actually looks pretty cool. So, so now, after getting it all set up and flashing the receiver so that it actually stays connected to my receiver, discovered that I'm not getting a OSD. So, and I looked at the wiring diagram. Best I can tell, looking in what little space I have to look where the wire is, I think I got RX and TX backwards.
No.
So I just got flipped the 2 wires. No big deal. But now that I got all the other wires there, getting this top plate out of the way might be a pain in the butt. Come on, Mr. Top Plate. Slide over there. Okay, now I can actually.
That was a World War I song, wasn't it? Over there.
Yeah. It was.
I'll be back.
I'll be forward.
A rather derogatory World War film.
Well, by golly.
So
You buy it.
The gray and the white wire are on the wrong ones. Yep, they're backwards.
So are they soldered on, or you can just move them?
Oh, they're soldered on.
Oh,
I didn't use the plug on the flight controller because of the whole fucking power distribution problem. So the power and the ground are actually directly connected to the battery. So
well,
I had to solder the other wires on.
unsoldering them, soldering them in the right places only takes as long as just changing a plug over. It's not
Not too much longer, except for at the moment, because of the way I soldered those other freaking LEDs onto the top, my top plate can't really move very far. So I don't have a lot of room to do this operation. That was probably the only downside to what I did. Oh, never mind. That's how I can do that. Forgot that. Hang on. I can solve this problem. The LEDs have a plug on them. The wire from that plug, the wire from for the LEDs is what's holding up my top plate. But I just realized, oh yeah, it's got a plug. So I can just unplug the LED. And now I have way more space. Imagine that. Okay.
Yeah, what they should do is make the top plate hinged so that two of the bolts going into it go actually in through a hinge rather than straight down into the stack. So that all you have to do is undo the back ones and flip the top plate up.
Yeah, well, not on this one. So
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, Sunstar says they're gonna have a rain event, huh?
What's a rain event?
Rainy day.
Thought you were going to say something like everybody goes out and does a rain dance.
Well, there's some arid places in the world where I'm sure that the natives do that.
I'm sure there are.
well, since I got it apart at the moment. Here,
I
let me
think
share.
it was mainly the North American Indians that did that.
Turn your head sideways. But so I put those two LEDs that were on the arms up on the top and have them flashing.
There you go.
Any airplane, any Cessna flighter out that's gonna know that drone's in the air. It's bright as this thing is.
Yeah, you can't mistake that.
No, definitely not. Well, the other part of it is neither can people. If I'm in an area where there's people around. One of the things I've found is with one of the things that makes people nervous about FPV, if you're not the one flying, is that those people haven't been around drones. And so part of what makes them nervous is they can hear it, but they can't see it. So they don't quite know where it's at. And by having LEDs on it and making it kind of nice and bright so that they can see where it's at, it makes them a hell of a lot less nervous about where the hell the drone is.
I can just imagine the news next week. Locals around Daytona have reported a unidentified
UFO. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. Depends on where I go fly it. I probably could. Yeah.
I'm more seeing the US military using a £20 million bloody rocket just to shoot it down.
Only if I went up by Jacksonville.
Just so they can show the Middle East that they've got the weaponry to hand.
Local gent in Daytona's drone chased by F-22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. I'm more maneuverable than he is. I'm only 5 inches. I can turn much faster than him. He can turn faster than every other plane in the world, but he can't turn faster than my drone. In this case, size has its advantages.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Found a 3D print of a Beetlejuice duck.
Oh,
Problem is they want to sell it.
David,
Yes.
did you read what Sunstar put in the chat? Brenda says a rain event is 3 days of rain, 3 to 7 inches.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah,
That means
They call
We
it.
get that in 2 hours.
so
Yeah.
that means we don't get rain events because it's always raining. We get sun events when it pops out and just goes, hi, bye.
Which is
Remember
why
me?
people bundle up in the middle of winter there when the sun comes out, just to go outside to actually see the sun.
Mhm.
Oh, Dusty, Brenda, Russell.
What's that,
Good evening,
Justin?
Justin.
I was saying hi to Brenda and Dusty and Russell and Edward.
Oh, damn
Where
it.
it sun comes out when it doesn't get any warmer.
We can hardly hear you, Justin. That's why I said, what did you say?
Can't hear me?
Now we hear you.
Now we can.
I didn't change anything.
But you must have been talking real low.
You know what, Paul?
Huh.
You could have
What?
just left him, couldn't you? Could have just left him.
Just left them.
Shut up.
So have you heard at all from Laura?
Have I?
Is she-
Okay. The 2 wires are reversed.
Is she what?
Hello, Donald.
And is
Is
it working?
Of course.
I don't know. I got to plug in first.
Oh,
She didn't
No.
mention the course. She just mentioned that I'm an beep for coming home.
she thought you should have stayed. Is that what she thought?
Yeah, I told her. I didn't tell her to stay on the course. She could have come home.
Far is it from where you guys are at?
Yeah,
How
how
far
far
away
away
is
is it?
It's in Romford, so it's 40 minutes in the car, 2.5 hours, 3 hours on the bus.
Okay.
Jesus.
It's because the bus has got a long way. You got to. I think it's 4 different buses you got to get there.
No.
Hey, the good news is I got my 2 beeps. It means it connected to the receiver.
Oh, fuck
Now
that
the
bullshit. If
question
I ever
is,
come, over there, I'm renting a car.
Oh God!
Yeah, we have
hey, guess what?
most of the bus
It works.
routes are only short.
I have data in the goggles. Yay.
No.
That was the problem.
You're well done then.
David, how much do they rent cars over there by the day?
But I will say I checked Beta Flight first.
Depends on the type of car and. No,
Probably
that's it.
similar to the way we do it. Probably depends
Yeah,
on mileage and all that.
You wouldn't have.
No,
You wouldn't have.
it's not. It's
that
done by
many
day.
distances.
No, they don't do it by mileage.
You do it by the day.
Well, here
Okay.
they'll
Oh,
give you like a couple 100 miles, and then after that you have to pay for mileage.
It's cheaper by the week than it is by the day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's something like it's about 100 quid to 200 quid a day.
No,
But-
it's cheaper than that. It works out at about maybe 175 to 200 pound a week, something like that.
Well, to get the Avis renter van,
Although vans are more expensive.
yeah, the one at B&Q, it's quite funny. If you go to B&Q and get the van on its own, all you have to do is scan the barcode, put in your bank details, and away you go.
Yeah.
Right? That is £350 per day. And if you not got it back by 4 o'clock, they charge you another day.
Ah,
Right?
No, but at B&Q, don't you rent it by the hour rather than the day?
No, this is a company that just park. It's a bit like the e-scooters. You just park them anywhere, and you just go and scan the barcode, and off you go. However, if you want man with a van, he'll come and do your job and all the work for you for 50 quid a day.
Yeah. Last time I rented a van for a couple of days, it was about 65 quid a day.
I was watching a video the other day, one of the
Long
there was a
wheel.
guy on the M6, and he was driving behind a man with van. And he put, if there's anything I can do for you, give me a call. So the guy in the car rings him and he goes,
Can you move over?
"Hey, man with a van." And he goes, "Are you on the motorway right now?" He goes, "Yeah, what can I do for you?" He went, "Can you pull over so I can get past you?"
Yeah, that's funny.
A little bit of British humor there.
Yeah, it's like the old one where how am I driving? You don't ring them anymore because there was a guy on the N6 who's got he was driving a truck and the car behind rang him and he went, "I'll tell you how you're driving. You're driving shit." So the glory driver slammed on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that thing.
Now, when you say take the train, is that like a tram that goes down the street?
Oh,
Or...
No, we got trains that go between towns.
Yeah, it's like Amtrak here, Paul.
Okay, so you don't have streetcars.
No,
No.
we have trams as well, but they tend to stick within towns.
Yeah. Same here.
Unless it's Manchester or London where they go between the towns of the greater area.
Between
Yeah,
the boroughs. huh?
Ours go from Oldham to Bury into the centre of Manchester, out through Drosedene to Ashton, out through Wythenshawe to the airport, and out through Salford to Eccles.
In Preston, they actually spent 120 million putting a tester line in for the trams, and they wanted to get people's opinion. It would have probably worked if the tram didn't go from the train station where you can't get on it and had stops in sensible places. It went all the way down this disused railway line into the industrial estate.
Yeah, ours
If he
go
wants to go into the housing estates.
ours
Pointless.
go
Bus.
rail lines, but also along new lines down roads and round the back of areas. But they deliberately made it so that our trams have a higher entrance into them so that they can use the old railway stations platforms
Yeah.
and built all the town's platforms up to the same level.
Yeah, we call that light rail.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. Rapid light transit.
Yeah.
Although when it's travelling down the roads, it's not so rapid.
No.
Yep.
They're limited to the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit on the roads, but they can do 50 or off road.
Exactly. Same here.
Ta-da. Actually, here,
Awesome.
let me kill my background. Yeah, here you go.
Awesome. Nice color.
Yeah. Here, let me flip this. Oh, crap. Let me turn the remote on. So the lights on the top, there's a switch for them. And in my case, it's on my angle in acro mode. So when I put it in acro mode, the light should come on. Okay, my receiver's acting stupid again.
Oh no.
Well, let's this is why you always plug the or turn the receiver on first, or the radio on first.
Hey, Mudball.
While I'm enjoying a pack of Tesco's bite-sized chocolate brownies.
Awesome.
Seems like I may have to replace this receiver. It keeps losing its binding phrase for
Ah.
ELRS for some reason
Like that brownie.
that I don't understand. Mm.
That's a Jimmy John's brownie right there.
Yeah.
Oh, these are only this big.
Hey, Jody.
They're what over here, I think we call them brownie bites.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about 2 bites right there.
Oh, no. Only one bite.
So the next problem to solve. Why the hell is
And,
the receiver
I'm
not?
still a little sore, but getting around. I was tempted to get up on the ladder today, but I think I'll leave. Don't do that for a while.
It doesn't
You
sound
have-
like a healthy thing, Paul.
Oh,
Did you have a fall, Paul?
yeah, I fell off
Yeah.
the ladder
Oh dear.
on my back.
I've got to ask you a question. Did you record it?
Hello.
To make a good YouTube short?
What
Yeah.
did you land? What did you land on? Did you land on grass or concrete?
I landed on a deck that had a deck chair, and I crushed the deck chair to the deck, and then it cradled me, so I couldn't roll one way or the other.
Mm.
And I'm laying on my
What?
back.
Well, really, I think you should have gone to hospital for an X-ray just to make sure.
You didn't land on your head?
No, I was.
Oh,
I
you've
was
been
ahead of
fine
the
then?
game.
Yeah, but he could
He's
Landed
easily,
on
gone
his head,
off.
he's been fine.
he could have cracked a rib or a hip.
Donald.
Yeah.
I mean, if he landed on a head, it may have fixed him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
That
think
could have been
that
really a bad deal, but yeah, I was lucky.
Donald.
Yeah,
think it-
that
sure-
definitely could have been a bad deal.
where is my mic? Here it is.
Oh, okay. You've got your mic
I
now.
keep
That's good.
forgetting. I can switch back to that one. I'll switch back to that one sometime because I don't think this one's working much better. No, I was gonna say, YouTube short of Paul falling down would not do very well.
No.
Old men falling down, that market is saturated since Biden took office.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's my political humor for tonight, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Tip your waitresses.
Try the veal. I'll be here all week.
Where are you headed, Donald?
I'm
Oh,
not heading anywhere.
are you cooking dinner there? Or are you going out?
Oh, we don't go out very often. We're gonna do quesadillas tonight.
Oh, okay.
Quesadilla night tonight, huh?
Yep.
What kind of quesadillas? Chicken, steak, or just regular cheese?
Cheese.
Is that? I can't remember which one that is. It's either a crispy, flaky taco, or it's large cannelloni.
Quesadilla is tortilla, cheese, tortilla. You can do it in a
Yeah.
skillet or quesadilla maker, but then it's grilled until you brown the.
Do you grill it flat or do you roll it?
We grill
Oh,
ours.
Have you never? You,
It's a toasted sandwich with a tortilla.
have you
Yeah.
never had a quesadilla,
Sure.
Paul?
No.
But then over the top of it, you can add your other toppings. Like I usually put some sour cream on top of mine and shredded lettuce, jalapenos, hot sauce, that kind of stuff.
Unlike you, Justin, I love my burritos.
Quesadilla is like one of the easiest, fastest things to make.
Mm.
I can make
mean-
everybody in the house quesadillas in probably 20 minutes.
Yep.
In 20 minutes.
Yeah, I even had a neighbor call me up and tell me asked me what I was doing up on the ladder.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
now the receiver's not broadcasting; it's Wi-Fi.
no.
That's usually when we eat steak, I make
The
a
joys
couple
of
extra,
building.
and then the next day I chop them up real fine, put them in there, and we make quesadillas out of them.
Chop up steak or chicken?
Either one. But usually when we make steak, I'll make one or two
Yes.
extra
Hi,
steaks.
Dre.
Finally.
And that's enough to chop up for everybody.
Recovery One drone, how you doing?
Oh, great.
And
Yeah,
guys,
or you can fold it in half. Yeah, I fold mine in half.
You fold it like a taco look type of thing?
Well, if you're doing it in a pan, folding them in half, making half quesadillas is a little easier to.
Yeah,
fold
you can
them.
do like a half quesadilla if you don't want a full quesadilla.
Well, I do them that way just because they're easier to flip in the pan without throwing cheese and shit everywhere.
So a bit like a whatever the hell folded pizza's called.
Calzone.
That's it.
But not sealed.
Calzone
Tastes
is
nothing like that.
you don't seal a calzone.
The one good thing about quesadilla makers, though, if you have
Now
a
that
good one,
almost
is
becomes a pasty then.
it
Yeah.
pre-cuts the quesadilla.
You're gonna seal
for you.
it. It's a pasty.
Mm.
I used to have a quesadilla
Oh my
maker,
gosh.
and it would do the lines right.
Here's the thing. You guys were describing it to you, and there's Google. So take a look here.
No, not Google.
Look
God
right
Who
here.
love
uses
this.
Google
Nice.
anymore?
God
Nice
love this
basic.
GPS. I'm
That looks
inside
like
and I
a
got
Spanish
11
pizza.
satellites.
Okay, yeah, they're doing pizza sauce. Don't do pizza sauce, people. This is
It's a
ridiculous.
pizza pocket.
That's a pizza quesadilla. We're that's not in this dojo.
We're not savages around here.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
just a pizza
Look at
pocket,
that one.
That's all.
Oh, that looks good.
The
Not even gonna lie.
guacamole,
It's just
the jalapenos.
Flour tortillas,
And it's
all happening.
cheese, some sauce.
Is it-
I mean,
he's
easy.
pop that.
And I actually like doing them with butter in the pan because it does make a nice buttery.
It browns
flaky
it much
tortilla.
better.
Yeah, and it gives a nice buttery flavor on the outside. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to use butter. You can just
Do
do
it
in a
till it's
straight pan,
crispy.
but-
Cut them up. Then you can top it with stuff, or you can just have something on the side like that guacamole and dip it.
Mm-hmm.
On the inside, if you have some chicken, some shredded chicken or something you put in there, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, quesadillas are awesome.
Sounds perfect for dipping in a rayita.
Yes. I'd
12
agree with
sat- 12 satellites and I'm sitting in the house.
Dipping in a
awesome.
what?
Rayita.
right.
What is that?
15.
It's Greek yogurt.
Yep.
Oh
with-
no, we're talking about Mexican.
Yeah, well, it's yogurt with
It's a fusion.
chopped up. Well, it's blended basically with cucumber, onions, and radish.
This
Yeah, it's
sounds,
very,
this
very
sounds some
similar
very.
to tzatziki.
This sounds like one of your Indian dishes.
Greek
It's,
yogurt. Oh,
No.
gross. I'm not dipping my.
they
fucking
dip have it
quesadilla
with
in Greek
Indian
yogurt.
stuff, but it is actually Greek, not
Yeah,
Indian.
as I said, that's very similar to tzatziki.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to this side of the world, sir. This side of the Atlantic.
No, we want more.
Quesadillas.
Right,
are-
JD. No, we want more European food on here.
You ought to try it, Don. It's nice.
Oh, I'm sure it is, just not with a quesadilla.
You can also add chilies to it if you want.
You could just take the yogurt out and use the rest of the ingredients.
No, just
No, the yogurt gives
no,
it.
you make the salmon dip at your terra masalata. I reckon that'd go well too.
I thought you people spoke English.
He said, "You people."
We do, but unfortunately, they name a lot of our foods after foreigners.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah,
Yes, a quesadilla is very
Hi,
similar
Lance.
to a banana.
yeah, very similar.
Hey, Dominic.
Uh,
Hey, Lance.
Lance.
It's pizza night at Lance's place.
That's right. Come on over, guys. Feeding you all.
Yeah.
I think a quesadilla sounds like a cheese flavored Pop Tart.
You
And,
got a good
and
point
to boot,
there.
And to boot, no Hoko.
I could. I
Lance is
would-
going to
I
turn
would
onto his
purchase-
driveway and there'll be a line of people there waiting for pizza.
I would
Exactly.
purchase quesadilla Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Why don't you make them?
Yeah.
Because it's easy to make quesadillas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Not to
adds
mention-
something
It is.
different.
It is so little work to go from opening a Pop Tart and putting it in a toaster to opening up a couple of flour tortillas, throw some cheddar cheese on it, and throwing it in a pan. And not much difference in the amount of work involved.
Ah,
Yeah,
people will
quesadillas are
buy
so
it.
simple.
Now there's an idea. I can get cheddar cheese with chili in it.
Yes.
Mmm.
Actually, they've got the ones with the jalapeno infused
Yeah.
cheese. And then you can get the jalapeno infused sort of like a cream cheese.
In fact, I've got some jalapeno cheese, cheddar cheese slices in the fridge.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
DJ's back in the chat.
And some grated mozzarella.
Mmm.
Justin, you would appreciate this. I'm behind a friggin' bus.
Oh, yeah, getting behind a bus is so annoying.
No.
Yeah, you'll find that out on Monday.
It is though. Like when you get stuck behind a school bus and you have to constantly stop every 100 yards.
To overtake
Mm.
the bus when it parks, are you?
Yeah, it's the only time you
Yeah.
get to overtake it.
No,
When
you
it-
can't
when it
overtake it
stops.
even when it's stopped.
Ah,
Yeah,
over
no,
here
when
you
it's when it's stopped at a bus stop, you can't pass it. You'll get in
can.
so
Oh,
much
we
trouble.
can.
Oh no, these things light up like Christmas trees when they stop. And then stop signs come out and everything else.
Oh, okay. No,
And, if
nothing
you
like that
pass it-
here.
Because
Back here,
it's
stop,
for
stop.
students that have to cross the road.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
turning.
No, we don't have that here.
Oh no, if
Right.
it's that's one thing that cops are very stickler for around here.
Okay.
Going
Oh
through
yeah,
school
yeah,
zones
yeah.
and
That
passing
one they'll
buses.
nail you for.
Yeah, passing buses at a bus stop or going through a school zone. I don't give a shit if you're doing 2 over. They will pull you over. Like you
Okay.
have to be doing 15 or lower, otherwise they will
Ah.
yank your ass over. I got pulled
Okay.
over for going
Interesting.
3 over. I was doing 18 and a 15, and they pulled me over. And
Okay.
it's like a crazy, ridiculous amount of money for every mile an hour you're over if they ticket you.
Oh,
Just
And
under
a
a
lot of
million.
cops,
fascinating.
a lot of cops have no sympathy for most people when they pull them over in a school zone. I was lucky. The cop didn't get me. I was very lucky that he didn't ticket me, because that would have been like, I think it's like, was it 200 or something for going through a school zone, and it's like 100 for every mile an hour over you go or some shit. It's like
God.
a crazy amount of money.
Yeah, our school zone.
Thank you, JD. We do have schools and school zones.
Yeah, ours are 20 mile an hour.
40 kilometers an hour, and you can pass the bus. But if the bus is pulling out and it puts its indicator on, you must stop. You must give way.
Well,
Oh, no,
40k is 25 miles an hour. That's even faster than that.
Yeah.
most of our school zones are 15. Some of them will be 25, 30, depending on if they're like off of a major highway. They'll slow the traffic down to a little slower, but they don't go down to 15. Like there's a couple school zones around here in my area that the schools are off of really major highways, so they only lower it to like 25 miles an hour.
Mm.
So you don't have to do 15. And then there's some that, most of them are 15 though. And like I said, they will pull your ass over for going 1 mile an hour over. And a lot of the cops sit at the school zones in the mornings and the evenings.
Now, which cat is that, Dominic?
We got Vegemite.
Vegemite.
We have
Yeah.
20 mile
He's
zones in
beautiful.
states as well, even if there's no schools there.
The he or she.
She,
She's beautiful, cat.
just over a year old.
She loves her daddy.
Hmm. The other two are asleep.
Yeah, mine's asleep in the bath on a towel. She drags the towel off the side of the bath into the bath and lies on it.
Oh, that day I was over by the high school, I was at the National Guard Armory and we were working on their gas meter and their gas lines. And then they had a road construction crew in the school zone working as well. And a lady went through and I was right next to the sidewalk working, and the cop pulled the lady over right next to us so we could hear everything they were saying. And she was doing like 33 or 34 through the school zone. Oh, dude, she got in so much trouble. Plus, it was a work zone as well,
Construction.
which
Yeah.
doubles your fines automatically.
Oh no!
This lady got a huge ticket, and she was so
Well,
pissed.
so she hit the jackpot.
Well, that's
Pretty
weird.
much.
We don't have anything like that. We don't. If there's construction work going on the road, there is no change to the speed limit unless it's a motorway. And
Yeah,
then
ours drops
then
to
they will
40.
down
I
the
think you're wrong there,
off.
Mark.
Ours drops down to a certain mile per hour depending on what road they're on. But your fines also double if you get caught speeding or reckless driving through
Yeah.
a work
Mark,
zone.
I think you're slightly wrong on the speed limit. There's no fines, doubling of fines, but in a work zone, it's 15 to 20 mile an hour, depending on the work being done.
Yeah.
only if they actually put speed limit signs out. If there's no signs there, there's no change to the speed limit.
Soon as
Yeah,
you put
that's
a cone
true
down,
almost
it should be
everywhere.
20 mile an hour.
Hmm?
As soon as they put a cone down, it's 20 mile an hour.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Holy fuck.
Well, I'll be voiding the road when you're around.
Exactly.
It was my job. No, it's not.
But you need to get up to date with the new highway code, don't you?
Talk about
Yeah.
You know,
talk
the
about
one where
There we go.
now, when I get to a crossing, yeah, I don't have to stop as a pedestrian. A car has
Yeah.
to stop.
I
mean,
worked
Bloody regrettable if I don't stop and get hit, but technically I'm in the right.
for the last 10 years of me working, I was the road safety technician.
You don't feel
Yeah.
right. Getting drugged down the road.
But no, I must admit, I haven't worked for 15 years, but I don't think Chapter 8 has changed a lot much.
want some breaking news?
No, go for it.
Express LRS 3.5 must have just released.
Okay.
Like 45 minutes ago when I flashed my receiver. I didn't have it marked to show pre-release, so it only gave me 343. I just opened it up again because I'm trying to check the receiver, and 3.5 is there. So
Oh,
it
great.
literally just released, apparently.
There you go. All road works on no matter what road are reduced down to 50 mile an hour. And on minor roads, it's 20 mile an hour until safe to do so to speed up.
Never used to
Look
be.
at that 33 kilometers an hour.
But if it's in Wales, it's 20 mile an hour no matter where you are.
Oh, it's Wales. Fucking stupid. Yeah.
Don't you? You know it's bad when the fucking first
Good one,
minister
JD.
arrested for speeding. And he brought in the law.
The Welsh did that because of the people driving cars and bikes through the mountain ranges at speed.
Yeah, no. But that's where they should have reduced the speed limit, not bloody on every street in the bloody country.
Yeah, but, I mean, the daft thing about it is there are no pedestrians on those roads to hit. The only thing they're going to hit is another car or lose control and have a single vehicle incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going around the mountain road, especially on like Snowdonia and
David, do you
even a
have a driver's
single
license?
car thing could cause some serious damage.
No, David doesn't have a driver's license.
No,
Have you ever had a driver's license?
no, not allowed.
Oh,
Does
'cause
So-
Laura
yes.
have a driver's license?
Only to drive me
No.
around the bend.
So your epilepsy started before you were 17 then?
Yeah.
Oh,
My first seizure was when I was about 14.
That's the same over here. If you have seizure issues, they're not going to let you have a license.
No,
Yeah.
only if it's a epileptic seizure.
No,
If it's
Hmm.
not, if it's a non-epileptic seizure, they don't take your license off you.
wrong.
Well, they didn't take Kate's off her.
Well, they should do, because when you have a seizure, you're not supposed to drive for 6 months.
Yep, they'll
I
do
mean,
that.
You're
that's
supposed to hand in your license or tell them. I mean, I'm going to be honest, there'll be a lot of people that'll have a seizure and don't bother telling anyone and just continue.
well, that's what I was going to say. They're probably
Hmm.
not
Her
saying
car,
anything.
her car is through Motability, so they know the illness that she's got.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it depends on how many seizures she's having. But when you have a seizure, you're not supposed to drive for 6 months.
There will be lots of sun.
Well, she had,
Because they want,
she had one overnight the other night.
why? Because they want to see if you have another one within that 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when if you've got a driving license, the moment you have one epileptic seizure, never mind a non-epileptic seizure,
Mm.
your license is gone.
But then again, I'm registered blind. I've still got my driving license. I just didn't tell Swansea.
well, do they
I don't
have
use
a
it.
driver's? Do they have a driver's license type of ID that isn't a driver's license?
I mean,
It
just
says
an
ID
ID. That's
card
what,
with your
that's
picture
what an
on it.
ID is.
Yeah, we call them key cards over here.
Key card.
I
No.
don't know. You can get them, but I haven't
You
got
I would
them.
assume
It's a
you
driver's
could-
license.
I'd usually
Yeah, it's
drive
a
the-
driver's license when you don't drive. So it's a form of
No.
identification over here.
No, well, I've got my disabled person's bus pass.
Yeah, I have as well. It's got a photograph, but it doesn't have your address on it.
No,
Photo ID.
Now, over here, if you can't have a license for some reason, you can still get a state ID. That way,
Yeah.
if you want to go buy cigarettes or alcohol, or if you have to go.
oh,
sign
we've
up
got
for
the
something.
proof of age card, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, proof
Yeah,
of
that
age
looks-
card we call key card over here.
But it looks
Get to
just
a
like a
certain
license. It
age.
just says on there that it's not a license.
I mean, once you start looking like me and Paul, where we're in our, we look like we're in our late 20s, then you
Yeah.
don't need
Yeah.
it.
And then most states, if the ID or license is vertical, it usually means that the person is under 18. And then or under 21, depending on the state.
So-
And then if it's,
My
sometimes
my-
you can tell.
niece came to stay with us for a while, and we used to get on the bus, and we'd get, well, mine was free because of my pass, but we get an adult ticket for Maurice and 2 child tickets for her niece and Danielle. Well, yeah, Danielle was like 12 or 13, maybe 14. And her niece looked the same age, but she was actually 32.
What?
She was 32, but she looked about 14.
Well, that can come in handy sometimes.
Mm.
Nothing's worse than when you get on the bus with your nephew, right? And the driver goes, "How old?" And you go, "It's 4." And then the little shit goes, "I'm 6." You're 4.
Yeah.
He goes, "No, I'm 6." And then he gets into an argument with a bus driver who goes, "No, listen to your uncle. He says you're 4. You may continue." The bus
Because-
driver knows what we're doing, but he was like, "No, I'm 6."
Yeah,
And the bus driver said, "Then you're going to have to pay." And he went, "I'll walk."
Hold on. Jody, what do
Yeah.
you mean you don't need a license and you don't need an ID? I mean, I guess you don't have to have either one, but you're gonna need it at some point.
You
Mm.
don't.
Probably gonna
Yeah, you
vote.
don't have to have them, but you can't drive without them, without a license.
No.
There was that video on police in Florida. They pull a woman over. They asked her for her ID, for a license, and she goes, "Oh, the amendment says I don't need a license. I'm free to drive
That's
wherever I want."
That whole argument is bullshit. The right to drive is a privilege, not a right.
Mm.
Exactly.
In order to
Yeah.
drive, the driving is a privilege, not a right. It's nowhere in the Constitution says you have the right to drive.
In fact, it states in the laws that if you drive without a
Ah.
license, you can be prosecuted.
Goes over here. Don't know about in America.
Mm. And you can be banned and get 3 points on the license that you haven't got.
I
Yeah,
love
no,
those.
that's stupid, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
love those sovereign citizens that say that the police have to pay them money.
Yeah,
for
this
the
whole
law.
sovereign citizen thing.
They'll tell the cops, you owe me $500 for my time if you pulling me over. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Go ahead and get out and get in that cop's face, tell him he owes you $500. Your ass is gonna go straight to the ground into jail. All right, you're gonna have to get on here and debate me with that, Jody, because I still don't understand what you mean by you don't need a license to drive, is what you're saying?
Well, he's totally against the state having you having
Well,
to do it.
and that's fine. I understand that people are against it, but it's still the law at the end of the day.
Yeah. A
And if
driving
you tell a cop you don't need a license to drive, he's going to pull your ass out of that car and take your car and impound it and take you to jail. Because in some states, it's arrestable offense to drive without a valid license.
Mhm. It's basically a certificate of competency that says that you are able to drive within the legal restraints.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Some of them that have them shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, you're just taking a chance of not getting arrested there, Jody. Just because you don't have a license and you drive and don't make it legal.
The thing is, if
You're
you
just
haven't got
lucky
a,
you haven't gotten pulled over.
if you haven't got a license when you're driving, your insurance is void. So you're not insured either. You have the
Yep.
crap and tough shit.
Yeah, you run into somebody's $100,000 Tesla. Good luck with that, buddy.
Well,
Almost
besides that, I think if you're an unlicensed driver of a vehicle and you have an accident, you have no insurance.
That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
just said.
Exactly.
Your
You can't
insurance
get
actually
insurance.
does state you must have a valid license.
And if I'm under the assumption, most states you can't even get car insurance without a valid license.
Why? No, why?
So I don't under.
You have an option. You have to say that you've had a license and how long you've had it for, but you have an option of whether or not you give them your driving license number.
Well, there's no option here. You got to put your driver's license number on as the primary owner of the insurance.
There's been 2 or 3 people here in my area that got charged with involuntary manslaughter because they were driving a car without a valid license and they shouldn't have been on the roadway. And the state took it as, and the county took it as they caused that accident by being on the roadway when they shouldn't have been. And they charged them with involuntary manslaughter for killing the person
Obviously.
in the car accident. So
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Yeah,
It's the
Yeah.
other,
Yeah,
it's
Lance.
the other way,
Yeah.
actually. You need to have insurance to get a driver's license up here. You don't have insurance, you cannot get a driver's license.
Oh, that's weird.
Well,
Well, if
it's,
that was the case, Jody, why is millions of people paying fees? If there's some kind of loophole to get around that. I still
Because
don't
they're
get that.
suckers.
I
they're
know,
sheep.
dude, if there was a way for people not
Yeah,
to
it's
pay
all the
license
sheep.
fees, everybody
It's all
would
the
be doing
sheep. The sovereign citizens knows where it's at.
Yeah.
it. No, what I'm saying is if everybody, if there was an easy way to get around paying license fees and
Donald's
registration
stirring the
fees,
pot.
I'm not driving a
Everybody
car,
would be
I'm
doing it.
operating a car. And I'm traveling.
Well, our
I mean-
driving license lasts until we are 70 years of age. Now, now you have to pay to have a new license every 10 years just to update your photograph.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Before about 30 years ago, they didn't even have photographs on our driving license, so you didn't need to do it then. In fact,
Well,
you can still have. I think my sister still has a driving license without a photograph on. One of her
and
old.
I don't like government overreach either, but when it comes to the driving rules of the roads, I would rather we have that system in place because it keeps an organization on the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Because-
Jody. You
Once
don't
you beat-
pick on Justin here. He's very, very touchy because he is a bus monitor.
No, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, have you seen countries that don't have any kind of form of organization for their roadways? Like, look at India. Fucking insanity. Go through a roundabout in India, and you're just asking to get killed.
What
Hmm.
round?
Okay.
Have you not seen
that
the
sounds
videos
like
of the
somebody's
big
home.
roundabouts
So
in India?
They have roundabouts in India.
Yes, and
You're
they're
lucky if
massive.
they've got surface
And-
roads in India.
And people are going around in opposite directions in the same roundabout on scooters and everything else. It's fucking insanity. Like I said, when it comes to roadways and stuff, I don't mind the rules and the laws for that because it keeps an organization of it. Otherwise,
Donald.
everybody would be doing whatever the hell they wanted.
You have little
It'd be
step through
absolute chaos.
50cc motorbikes in India with about 6 people on them.
Like I said, at the end of the day, I would rather that be there because then people would do what they want. You'd have people driving on the wrong side of the road. You'd have people going as fast as they wanted. I'm telling you, it'd be way bigger chaos if everybody was just driving without insurance and licenses and everything else. Because any idiot could get behind the wheel of a car and drive. Granted, there's still idiots that get behind the wheel and drive with license, but still there's a system of organization there.
You're driving something around that can kill people.
No.
You
Stop.
you definitely want to know that they've been certified. Would you want your pilot in your airplane to not be certified? Probably not. So same deal with a car.
Well, I think I'm going to have to give up my license when I get to 70 anyway. Because once you reach 70, you have to pass an eye test every year to read.
Yep, and then
Like-
you're out.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Well, here, every time you renew a license in Michigan, they give you an eye test right away. You put your head up there and they tell you to read a line or something.
Yeah, but you, like I said, we don't have to renew our license until we're 70 years old anyway.
Oh no, we have to renew every 3 to 5 years, depending upon.
Ah,
8
we-
years.
we-
8 years in
We have
Florida.
to renew it every
surprisingly.
10 over here.
You just have to apply for it's not renewing it, it's just a new license with a new picture of you every 10 years.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. You don't have to do anything else other than change your picture.
I have no idea what fixed the receiver. I checked the continuity and all the wires were good. Put it back together. Well, actually, I reflashed the receiver. Now it seems to be working. So, we'll see how long that sticks. I know it's working because those top 2 lights come on. And it's a switch on my radio that causes those 2 lights to come on. If I'm in angle mode, it turns it off. So if I'm in acro, those lights are on. Which is actually kind of nice. I'll know when I forgot to flip the switch.
Did you update the transmitter as well?
I have not so I flashed 3.43 back on it. I think my remote has 3.3 and it's been giving me some weird errors when I turned it on anyways about a battery warning, which the batteries were full and that I haven't been understanding. So I've been thinking about reflashing it anyways. So anyways, there you go. That's what it looks like. And that's what it'll look like when Maddie's chasing me around. He'll be able to see those he'll be able to see the red lights and, well, the flashing lights if he's above me.
He won't be able to see where he's going. It'll blow his.
Yeah, he'll be blinded. He'll be blinded, just like looking at the sun. Yeah, pretty much. You know, Ken placed it here. He said it was a devil drone because it's got the two fins, the two horns, and it's red. So
And it's red. I was just gonna say that.
yeah, and I replaced the DJI antenna too. Notice the top of the antenna is actually red.
Good.
I ordered it simply because I knew this was going to be a red drone, and I was like, okay, let me try one of those.
He's in Michigan, Brenda.
Maybe you should what's it? 3D print a Trident out to put on it as well.
Yeah, why not?
You know.
Trident's
Well,
on it.
anyways, I'll share something with you here shortly. Let me unplug this thing so I don't overheat it. Urgh. I think I'm back and working. There's a print.
Remember, folks, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel when things are bad.
Yeah,
And sometimes that light is this.
yeah, it's the train.
Right. Oh, that one. Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
Walk towards the light.
I fly as cool.
Yeah. Like we said, what happens if the light that they tell you you head towards when you die is the vagina you're coming out of when you're reincarnated?
Oh my God.
Could be.
Yeah, Brenda, I don't know about your area of Florida, but my area, they would definitely have ticketed Jody for that,
For what?
for not having a license and driving.
Oh, fuck.
And then after the first, they
State
probably
cops
would,
in this state are pretty mean.
well, even the sheriffs and the local PD here are.
Yeah, the sheriffs could be worse. Holy cow. Up by St. Augustine on I-95, it's the sheriff more than the state he's pulling everybody over. Every time I've gone up to see Ken, I've literally seen the sheriff with some car pulled over.
Here's one for you, Mark. Tesco's have recalled the Tesco's Finest 6 all butter pastry mince pies because the fruit inside, dried fruit inside it contains glue.
No, no.
How the fuck did glue get in food?
Exactly.
What I want to know is mince pies are normally served at Christmas. So why do they have them with used before dates of the 4th of October, 26th of October, 2nd of November, and 10th of November? You'd be pretty pissed if you bought your mince pies and they opened them on Christmas Day and they were fucking out of date.
Like, I understand how foreign objects get into food. Like, you know, sometimes they might recall, say, Hot Pockets because they might have metal shavings. They've never had that, but I'm just saying it for example. And that might be because the metal shavings came off the machine that was making them.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Or
But
the
how the fuck
employee
do you-
dropped something, or the employee dropped
Yeah.
something in it.
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck, why did they even have glue on the floor to begin with? Like,
Ah,
Well, it depends on what type of glue, I suppose.
like, there was one,
oh, damn. It's gone.
my friend worked for a food processing plant in North Carolina years ago, and they were super strict. You couldn't even spit on the ground outside the facility. If they caught you spitting on the ground, you'd get in trouble. Like, they were super strict on quality control and like cleanliness. Yeah, you couldn't smoke near the facility. You couldn't spit on the ground. Yeah, he used to tell me how strict they were. Like, it was super strict.
Well, I'll share this, but apparently the print got taken down. But
No.
you'll get the idea of what he's doing. So if you look kind of right here in the center of the screen, that's a Nazgul. The
Mhm.
guy 3D printed an Asgol to put in the GoPro as a battery protector, right? So the battery wouldn't take a hit. But it's literally a Nazgul head.
Oh, nice.
But he took the print down. I don't know why.
Oh.
And he was
Probably got in trouble.
selling it.
Yeah, he
Which
probably
is
got in
fine.
trouble with some kind of copyright or something.
Maybe.
They've been
Maybe.
getting, from what I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that like Etsy and stuff, they've been getting on people about printing like Disney figurines and like any kind of copyrighted materials
Mm-hmm.
and then reselling them. I don't know how legal it is, but I've heard that some of those sites have had issues with companies coming after them.
No doubt. That wouldn't surprise me.
Be right back.
So, anyways, too bad that print's gone. I would have bought it just so I could print it and put it on this drone. That would actually be kind of cool. Yeah. Maybe I should just look for Nazgul head, huh?
Yeah, the reason I said a trident obviously was for Satan.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting idea. Instead of that pointy thing. Or devil horns. Hey, maybe I should look that word up. Somebody's had to do something. I can kind of borrow it and steal it.
They stopped me from making a shirt that said Trump for, yeah, that might have just been a political thing though, Jody. That might not have been a copyright issue. That was
Try
just
a
a political thing.
try a Tasmanian devil.
Yay.
Hey guys, you guys are all set. I'm gonna go catch a ship. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You catch the ship, but I'll be jumping off before you get back.
Take a big row.
Hey, Dominic.
Here you go.
Oh God, Edward, no, that's gross. I've seen the videos.
Yeah.
If I visited
No.
India, I'd be bringing MREs with me.
Sort of a devil's head kind of thing.
I'd be bringing MREs and bottles of water with me if I ever visited India. I have no wants to visit India because it looks
The smell of the spices I hear is pretty bad.
just the videos I've seen online of people
Depends on-
visiting.
like Indian food or not.
No.
I mean, in India, you can get a full meal, big plate of rice and curry and breads for about 50 cents.
Mm.
Yeah, but when
Cool.
you see people
And
and
if you do a bit and if you add a bit of goat to it, awesome.
that was like that video I was watching, the guy was commentating over some of the Indian food vendors, and one of them was holding some of the food with their nasty ass feet. I was like, that is so fucking gross. I was like, oh dude, I'm never going to India. Fuck that.
You can't
Yeah.
get steak. Can't get steak. Can't get any beef.
Yeah,
The
because they're
cow is sacred.
Yeah.
yeah, they said
You also can't get anything that's pork because the pig is dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
fucking dirty delicious is what it is.
So all
Give a
you
shit.
get is lamb and chicken.
Yeah, you get duck occasionally. I know because
So-
I used to know an Indian.
You
So
might-
apparently most of the
you also
Tasmanian
might get-
devil prints are all for sale. There are no freebies.
Mm,
Minions is another one that I found that I was trying to find a free one. I could not find a free one. They're all for sale.
That's why if you really want to start doing stuff and you're a lot of prints you want and you're finding that you can't get them for free, that's why you got to get into those CAD systems and start designing your own shit. Then you don't even have to worry about finding prints if you can get good at one of those CAD systems,
Mm-hmm.
or if you know somebody that's good at it.
I wonder how big this print is.
yeah, then all you
Is that-
need to copy and paste the photograph and fiddle about with it.
Mm.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what like I said before, that's exactly what Dennis Lovelady did for Lance, you know, because he wanted a specific type of mount for that Avata. But
Yep.
every mount he found online, every print he found, nothing was the design he wanted. And he needed a specific design. And Dennis went on the CAD system, designed it, printed it out, boom. And he
I
had
use
the mount he was
Tinkercad.
looking for.
Tinkercad, you can't create those little miniatures in Tinkercad. It's not
Yeah, 'cause that's-
complex enough.
Yeah, that's kind of the what do you say, the
Tinkercad's like
base-
Legos.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the basic.
What you could
version.
kind of what you could put together.
Yeah. Did Dennis print him one too? Because I printed him one.
Was it you that print? I thought Dennis designed the print,
Yeah, Dennis did one as well.
but this was
Yeah, I
way before
designed it
you
out
got.
too.
No, this was way before you got your printer.
Yeah, because I designed that last one for him for the 360 or something.
Yeah, this was before I think you got your printer though,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably for a new camera.
because it was right when the Avata first came out. I don't think you got your printer till like a year after it was out or 6 months. It was a while, wasn't it?
About a year.
Yeah, so it was way before you got your printer.
I've lost pretty much all of my CAD skills. I used to use it every day at work, but
Yeah, I haven't used that in years.
What's the real extensive one? It's like the DaVinci of CAD systems.
also
Because they,
AutoCAD, yeah.
AutoCAD.
yeah, because they were saying that Tinkercad's kind of like the movie maker.
It's from AutoCAD.
of-
AutoCAD owns Tinkercad.
also CAD is
right.
at work every day.
But Tinkercad and AutoCAD are like movie maker versus DaVinci, like in what it
Yeah,
can do.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Agreed.
it's kind of similar.
Yeah, I agree. It's to do basic things.
But it's a good one to start off with to learn to kind of get your foot in the door. and then-
OnShape is a really good freebie.
I knew we
'cause
didn't
I-
know CAD to its full extent. We just used it for doing drawings of highway layouts.
Mm.
yeah, you were doing like blueprint type shit with
Yeah.
it.
Mark,
Yeah.
you're gonna corrupt me, damn it. You're really good at corrupt me, you know that?
I mean, if you get a good 3D printer and you get a good at a CAD system, you got the ultimate freedom right there to do whatever, print whatever you want.
Oh my God. Somebody did it. Hell, it's free too.
Mhm.
Holy crap.
Joe,
This is why.
No.
message from Laura. Have a good day.
Oh,
Justin, Laura said have a good stream, and I think she's unwell.
Done well.
Unwell.
Because she was being nice.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
both of you.
Devil,
To
devil,
both of you.
devil horns on the drone.
See how long I go to it.
yeah, something gotta be
Comes
wrong.
on tonight.
Something definitely
So
gotta
is-
be wrong with Laura.
Is the course on over the weekend as well?
What, my course?
No,
Uh,
Laura's.
There's some of it on tomorrow. Not sure about Sunday, and then she's coming back Monday.
All right.
She's got the place until Monday anyway, so
are they providing like food and everything for her, or you got to
Yeah.
pay for that?
literally everything's sorted.
Oh, good. All expenses.
So what, do they just drop off food 3 times a day to her or something?
No, I think she gets vouchers for the canteen.
Okay.
You know what
She at
would be
least-
cool to do with that, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Print it out hollow and stick LED lights up inside it so that the horns glowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's easily done too.
Yeah.
I've done that on some prints. Damn it, Mark. You're gonna corrupt me. Stop it. But I do like that idea. Some glowing figurine on the front and light it up from the inside. Huh. Wonder what I'd print. The orange is not a bad idea, but gotta be something else.
Oh, I saw a video earlier of an FPV drone over in Ukraine, and the Russian soldier was hiding in a ditch. And you could just hear this FPV drone flying over him, just ripping, they were looking for Russian soldiers. And all of a sudden you hear it take off, and then all of a sudden you hear it explode off in the distance. But yeah, he was hiding down, and there was two of them hiding down in a ditch, and you could just hear this thing screaming over top of them. But now apparently the Russians are using drones that are now attached with fiber optic cables instead of wirelessly. So you can't fuck with them. But at the same time, that tells you that they're very close to where you're at too. So
Yeah.
because they can only
Imagine
go
how
so
bad that
far.
gets tangled up in trees and bushes and everything else.
Mm.
Might sound like
Yeah.
a great idea until you actually try to use it with obstacles around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good for like an open field or something. like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. For that,
Yeah.
it would be fine. Anything other than that, good luck. But where's most of the fighting? Not in open fields.
Yeah, where these Russian soldiers were hiding, they were under a bunch
Probably
of
in a
trees.
tree line. Yeah, they're probably in a
So
tree line.
that's why the drone, I don't think, could see them, because you could hear it ripping over the trees.
Mm.
Okay, well, I'm going to drop off, so I'll see you guys later.
I'm just
Enjoy
looking at the-
enjoy
I'm
your
looking at
night.
this house here. It's 4-bedroom house with 8 bathrooms.
Okay.
What the hell do you need 8 bathrooms for?
That's a little ridiculous. I could see a 4-bedroom with like 2.5 bath.
I can see it with
and not
5.
8.
One ensuite in each bedroom and then an extra one downstairs.
Yeah, but do you
Even
need
that's a little
5
ridiculous.
bathrooms? Do you need 5 toilets?
Yeah.
Who knows?
If you were like the one guy I used to work with, he had 5 girls. Yeah, he needed 5 toilets. He needed 6 toilets because of his wife.
Dude, I hate cleaning the one bathroom we have, let alone 10 bathrooms. Fuck that. I'll be sealing off 5 of them. Don't you touch those. Don't even walk in there.
Hey, the receiver's still working. Yay. The lights are working. I don't know why moving that receiver around seemed to fix the problem with the receiver. Maybe it was reflashing that fixed it. It looks like it's ready for its first hover flight.
I mean, I've been in some big houses with like 8 or 10 bedrooms, and they didn't even have that many bathrooms. They had maybe 4 at the most. Master bathroom, and then they'd have one, they'd have one by the garage area, and then a couple for the other rooms, and that was it.
Yeah. Receiver's working. Let's check the GPS. Holy crap. The GPS is up to 13 satellites already, and I'm sitting in the house. It's a GEP RC M10, if anybody wants to know. It works really well when you stick it on the front of the drone over top of the camera, so it's not being blocked by the antenna.
I could totally see a house with equal amount of bathrooms if you wanted, because it would be nice if every room had its own bathroom, but to have more bathrooms and rooms, it's a little weird.
Well, there you go. You've got one for the kitchen, one for the living room, one for the dining room.
Well, you got to have one for each guest that you invite to the party.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't necessarily have to do it because it's the number of people that live there. How about the number of people that come over? Maybe it's the party house for the neighborhood. Should I or shouldn't I? I probably should. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna get off here. I'll walk outside and at least do a hover test on this thing. Anyways, y'all have fun.
But
Yeah.
he's gonna come back in like 10 minutes. Well, it's destroyed. That's the scary thing about an FPV drone like that, right? Is you spend all that time making it and getting it all nice and fixed up, and you always have that potential of literally just walking out first flight and boom, all that work you did is gone.
Mhm.
And that could be with any RC, you know. If you know, some of these guys that spend thousands of dollars, you know, fixing up an RC plane, they can take it out and after one flight, boom, wreck it right into the ground.
Yep.
I mean, if you have a lot of money for a hobby like that, it would definitely soften the blow of losing something like that. But if you're somebody that's, you know, you're kind of saving money to do a hobby like that, yeah, that could be devastating.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's my problem, I think. All of my hobbies that I've taken up all cost me a fortune. Golf was expensive. Photography was expensive. Fishing was expensive. Drones are expensive.
Well, it depends on if the hobby is consistently costing you a lot of money too. Like GPS drones, if you take care of them and you're flying responsible, you know, initially it's just the money you put up for it. You don't really have to keep dumping money into it every couple months, right? But
Yeah, a couple of months, but every year or so when the new one comes out that you want.
well, I mean, that's your choice at that point to spend money to buy one if you don't really need it. You just want it.
I don't
But
need one. I've got 7 now.
I mean, golf, I guess your extensive money going into that would mainly be going and paying fees for courses and stuff, right?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
don't
you
really need to
you
update
get
your clubs that
you
often,
get
do
your
you?
membership or a season ticket for the club you play at normally, but you always want to go other places to play.
Right, you're not updating your clubs consistently, right? Like,
You can do if you want to.
I'm saying if you buy a good set of clubs, though, those will last years if you take care of them, though, right?
Yeah,
You
but
don't-
there's usually something that will hit further and straighter every 4 or 5 years.
if you get 4 or 5 years out of a set of clubs, I would consider that a win.
But
I mean, especially if you're playing consistently, like if you're playing all the time,
yeah, I
I
mean,
can
I
see that.
think I've had my clubs for at least 30 years now.
Still as solid as the day you bought them.
A little bit worn where the grooves are on the face, but yeah, pretty much good.
I mean, shit, dude, you
Yeah,
got your
but,
money's worth out of them.
yeah, but you have they cost 700 quid when I bought them.
Yeah, but 30 years is a long
Yeah,
time to have them, and you probably
yeah.
played enough to pay for that. I mean,
Oh yeah,
to justify that kind of money.
you've just got to change the grips on them every couple of years because they wear. But I mean, my clubs for the past 15 years or so. In fact, no, how long have I had them? I've had them about 40 years because for the past 25 years, I've only been using them like once or twice a year since my eyes went.
Yeah, it sucks when you have a hobby like that and then you'll lose your fucking vision. I could imagine that sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I
does.
don't know what it feels like, but I can imagine it's not. The fun of
It-
swinging.
It fucked up everything. I can't play darts because I can't see the board. I couldn't play cards properly because it's awkward to see what cards are being played when you can't see properly.
Yeah,
They
I
fucked
feel
me
you on that.
up. They fucked me driving up, my motorbike, fishing. Can't see the float.
Yeah, Dre said when you get clubs that are made to fit you, which I'm assuming means a really good set of clubs, the only thing you have to update is the grips. Now,
Well,
do you generally do those yourself, or is that something you have to find somebody that knows how to do it?
no, you can do it myself.
It's
Just
not
cut,
like a specialty thing.
you cut them off with a Stanley knife. You wrap some double-sided tape around the shaft where the grip's going to go. You put a T-peg in the hole in the top of the grip, pour some petrol in it, swirl it around, and then just slide it over the double-sided tape, and then take the T-peg out, drain the petrol out of it, and let the petrol evaporate, and then the adhesive on double-sided tape sticks the grip on.
Okay, so they're not grips that you have to like wrap around yourself. They're just slide over.
Yeah, they just slide on. The
I
old
don't know nothing about golf, so
grips, Yankees years ago when they were leather, did wrap round, but most of them are just rubber now.
Edward says, and it's not cheap to belong to a golf club.
No, it's not. You're talking £1,000 a year, at least.
And it probably depends on how nice the club is, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you got a bunch of like middle class guys at a golf club, probably a little cheaper. If you go to a golf club where it's a bunch of millionaires, you're probably going to pay a lot more.
Well, the club that I was a member of is actually attached to a municipal course, which means we only pay like £50 a year to be a member of our club. But then you've got to buy a season ticket or your daily green fee paid to the people that run the club. It's council owned but run by but it's only like £14 a round. And
What's up,
some of the private clubs are like £50 a round if you go visiting them. In fact, when I played Valderrama 25 years, nearly 30 years ago now, that was £100 a round then.
Dre, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys.
Oh God, dude, your audio is something's going on with your audio.
It's way over modulated.
Go watch the live stream. Your audio is doing something funky.
It's over modulating like you wouldn't believe. It also sounds like you're talking underwater.
Yeah, it sounds like he's getting feedback too. Nope, they still haven't fixed it. No, you sound really bad.
Has it got more than one microphone open on your WhatsApp? Very difficult to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because it sounds like he's underwater, and when he says something, it like echoes.
If you ever watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks, it's like when they speak and the bubbles are coming out.
Oh, Jim, don't even start with your audio. remember you on my live streams. Your audio was trash.
Has somebody been fiddling with your audio box setting?
Yeah, whatever you're saying, we can't understand you. It's just like all
It's garbled.
mumbly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. I heard him say, "How about that?"
It's
No.
not good.
Go on your phone and go to the stream, and you'll hear what we're talking about.
It hasn't really changed.
Yeah, it hasn't. Every once in a while, I hear a word come through. But he sounds like he's off of Charlie Brown. Sounds like the teacher talking off Charlie Brown.
I mean, he should be getting feedback because he's got headphones on, but it does sound like he's talking into more than one microphone at the same time.
Yeah, I found the structure it shows activity. But it's not going else. I'm sure.
I don't know, TJ. He's trying
Either
to
that
figure it
or
out.
your mixer board's gone haywire.
Switch to your headphone, switch to your headphone mic on
That is
on,
another
Zoom.
possibility. It could be the internet rather than his audio.
Well, you can switch his. You could switch to his headphone mic on Zoom and see if that fixes it. He might not have the right audio check on Zoom, and it's causing some kind of weird shit. Nope, you still sound like crap. I would try your headphone mic for right now. Like listening to Kenny off of South Park.
I know.
That is bad.
Okay, there it goes.
Got it.
Whatever you did, you just fixed it.
Yeah, I had to do something in the Zoom.
Yeah, whatever you just did, it cleared it right up.
Yeah, I had to switch it over in the Zoom. I still don't know which one I'm hooked to, per se.
Tap on your mic and see.
Yeah, the microphone.
Well, the mic and the switcher is good, but I think you're hearing me through the Ozbot. That's what's going on.
Yeah, we'll give you some slack. We know you do it this.
I know. I'm just a rookie.
Mm.
What I was going to say is I've had my current clubs for about 20 something years. And when I say clubs to fit, Justin, is when your clubs have been custom made to fit you.
Mm.
They measure they measure from your fingertips down to your feet, each club, and they set it for exact proper fit for your body. So that's why I say there are, like any other hobby, there's always folks who are going to be early adapters to new technology, who want the latest club that comes out. But when it comes to golf, it's just like anything else that does what human mechanics. The more you play, the more consistent your swing is, the more consistent you play. Simple as that. You know, I haven't played in about 2 years now.
I had a set of made to measure Petrons at one stage, but I have a set of Callaway Golds now.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like them.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are custom made by a company. I don't know if they're still in business. They're called Black Sharps. And that's what I have. Now my driver is a I'll tip my tongue. It's not Top Flight. What's my driver? It's one of those famous brand drivers, but all the rest of them are custom fitted.
My woods are Titleist.
Yeah, yeah,
And my rescue club is a Dunlop.
yeah.
Now,
Like I say,
old clubs used to be wood.
And
What's your better, wood or
my-
the newer like carbon?
well, the technology. That's what I say about the technology. The wood clubs are more pure, but you have to be a more pure hitter.
Yeah.
As the biggest thing using older clubs like with wood drivers or fairway woods, what we call them. But like you say, that's why I say I have a different driver because the larger the driver head, the more forgiving it is. Back in the day when you had a smaller driver head, you had to hit that ball right in that sweet spot, or it was going left or right. You know, depending upon your swing, where you struck it at, everything else comes into play. But now with these large head drivers, you can have a definite outside inside. Like I have an outside inside swing. Okay, so it causes a fade.
A fade. That's what I play with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I say I have an outside inside swing. Yes, Paul.
Dre, I got a question. Welcome. I was out going to catch a ship. What do you think about the new power drivers where you have blanks in there and then actually you just put it behind it, line it up, and hit the button and it drives it 400 yards?
I haven't seen that myself, Paul. I've heard about it, and I know there's been
there's some YouTube videos about it.
Yeah, there's been videos about it, but I don't think they'll actually allow you to use something like that on a course.
Oh no.
Well, I think.
Well, you can, but not in competition.
If you're handicapped,
right? Yeah.
And you're a member of a golf course, and you're handicapped, and they know it is, nobody's going to say anything.
Well, like Mark said, if you're not doing competitions, that's one thing.
Well, like I say, even with everything in golf is, if you're joining a club, a men's league or whatever, mixed league or whatever, everything is competition. Golf is one of those games that you have to honor the rules of the sport. No matter what you're doing, even if you're playing with friends, there is a certain level of decorum and obeying the rules. Now, you guys might say there's like mulligans and things like that, or guys that say you get caught behind a tree and it's got roots all over the place. Say, "Oh, this give me a club or two left out, put it back, somewhere." Because nobody wants to see you tear up a pair of clubs or get hurt. That's what you can do when you try to you catch a root out there or something like that. But it's who you're playing with. But there is a certain level of rules that need to be obeyed to actually play the game respectfully. And like I said, if someone has a disability, if everybody agrees, everybody's all in for it. But like I said, when there's drinks or money on the table, that crap goes out the window.
Oh, yeah. What have you got down to then?
Yeah. I used to play in a men's league. We used to be a city league every Wednesday night. And I just, like I said, when I got more into drones, I kind of let that go. Cause like I say, I was like I say, you work, I was gone on Wednesday nights and then I'm gone on weekends, doing drone work. And I said, let me give up the Wednesday nights and stuff. Plus the summers have just been brutal. Cause we would start playing right about Easter and we didn't finish the season until September.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. And like I say, going those summer months, it'd just be brutal out there, man. We wouldn't tee off until around 5 o'clock. And it's just like we weren't playing.
Did you see what Brenda said in the chat? She says golf is awesome. It will humble you.
Oh yeah. It will humble you. It will. And like I say, that's where golf is one of those, is definitely a sport you have to forget what you last hit. I don't care if you hit a great shot, you got to forget about it, because the next shot you can shank it, whiff it, or whatever, and you be like, man, what did I do? Why could I do that? Like I said, being consistent. The more you play, the more consistent you become.
Yeah. I was the competition secretary at our club and then the handicap chairman. And then for 3 years, I was vice captain, captain, and president. And then I went back to being the handicap chairman again.
Yeah, I have my own team for a while, for about a year or two. I had my own team and stuff, but and we won. I think we won. During the season, we have like two best ball tourneys, stuff like that. And I think my team won once or twice. And I think we came in second one year for the guys I was playing with. I mean, it's nice. I tell people all the time, more deals are struck on golf courses than any trade show or board meeting that you'll ever walk into.
I mean, I got down to playing off 13.
Mm-hmm.
And my best ever round around our course was 6 over gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was decent, but not brilliant.
Yeah, that's say with me. I think lowest I got now is about maybe a 10 or 11 handicap. Like I said, that's when I was playing a lot, especially when I was in the military. I played a lot there. And then when you're in the military, the course, the fees are cheap, and you play on some really nice courses. Depending upon where you're stationed at, you can play on some really nice courses in the military.
I mean, we used to go up every year and play a week-long amateur competition up at Carnoustie. And that is an awesome course.
Yeah.
And one year when we were on holiday in Spain, we played Valderrama. And that was expensive.
Yeah.
And you play your shot into the green and you go, fucking hell, these greens are hell, the green hasn't started yet. This is just the fringe. Ah!
Yeah. I had a friend of mine while I was in the military stationed out in 29 Palms. His dad was the course superintendent down in La Quinta, which is down the Palm Springs area. And he used to tell us we came down there, 6 a.m. We could get in. He'll let us tee off, play for free on a course that was usually about $85 around.
Yeah.
So, and we'd be down there bright and early. As soon as that sun cracked over the hills, man, we were teeing off.
I mean, Bud, he's part of the ground staff at the course near him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bud Bieber.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not too often. Most people in their whole lives never get to play a PGA rated course.
Yeah,
and that's the course we had down there in La Quinta. It
Mm-hmm.
was a PGA rated course, and it will humble you. Do you think these guys hitting the ball is no big deal? Shoot, man, that stuff will humble you so quick, and you get to a par 3, and it might be a short one, but something that you think you can hit. But there's so many different traps and narrow fairways and stuff, man. You either you hit it into a bunker, or you hit it out of bounds somewhere, or you hit it in the trees.
Yeah, I mean the 17th at not the 17th, 18, 17, 16th at Carnoustie is a par 3.
Yeah, Jim said enjoyed Xbox golf also.
Oh yeah, I used to be able to big. What was the one that Tiger Woods game they had for a while on the computer? I used to play that, and that's why I say about having a mouse that was connected, hardwired, and you can get that mouse and you can put something straight there, and you make sure you hit that club straight as arrow.
Justin said, "Does mini golf count?"
Hey, you know what? Just like you see in some of the comedy movies about some of the professionals practicing on mini courses, that's actually true to form when you're talking about practicing on your putting stroke. The surface is not a big deal, but it's to get the consistency of knowing your swing, your putter, and stuff. Like I say, golf is all about the consistency, man. That's learning it, because you'll learn a course you played enough, like the course not far from my house here, Shannon Hills is a course, and it's built up against a mountain. So you'll learn on the front 9 where the breaks are at, because the mountain will bring the ball away from the mountain. So you'll learn how to read the greens and everything else. And on the back 9, which is farther away, other side of the freeway, you go under a tunnel to the other side of the course, and then the ball breaks a little bit different. So you'll learn the small intricacies of every course. That's just about playing it enough, But like I say, getting out of the tee box, your fairway shots, that's the difference between a skilled player and your average duffer.
Yeah.
You know,
The thing that tells you how good your golf is progressing is being able to play a strange course as well as you play your own course.
yes. Like I said, I go back to consistency of your swing. I don't care if you're a hooker or a fader. If you know how to adjust your swing or you know how to play your shot, you can play any course because you know how your body needs to be angled, everything else. And like I say, getting off the tee box, the fairway shots, and you'll play a decent round. It may not be as good as at your home course, but you still can play a fairly decent round because you know how your swing is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can still hit the ball reasonably well off the tee, and I can put okay. I just can't judge the distance that I've got to hit it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And I have problems hitting off the fairway because I can't even judge the distance from my eyes to the ground.
There you go. That's when I play golf, I don't wear my glasses because there is a slight difference in depth perception and stuff. There's a difference in depth perception. So when I play golf, I can't wear my glasses.
Yeah. Well, because my left eye is a lot worse than my right eye, I've lost my stereoscopic vision. So I don't judge distances very well.
Yeah. Yeah, Sunstars have to work a fade or a draw. You got that correct. You get that 100% correct. Like I say, I'm a natural fader because I have that outside inside swing.
Yeah.
So I have a natural fade, and I have to almost angle my shot down the left side of the fairway, and that thing will go up, and then it start reaching back over, boom, right towards the middle. I'm playing my fade. And every once in a while, I'll hit one, and it'll be right down the left side of the fairway if it don't go, in the trees or something. Because for some reason I changed the swing.
Yeah,
the swing got changed, and next you know you hit it straight where you aimed it.
Basically, you closed the club face as well as having an out to in swing.
I do that too. I close my club face. I do that also. And like I say, that's what's with the driver. Now, when I hit with the fairway woods, my club face is pretty much straight, and then I have to be more concerned about drawing it than I am fading it with the fairways.
Yeah.
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 Joe, did you ever play golf?
No.
When I was growing up, my parents had a membership at a golf club, 4-year country club, and I went out there and tried to play golf, but because of my big stomach, I was going around the ball, and so I would tee off on number 1, and the tee off for number 9 was around the clubhouse and past the pool and over there. I'd hit the ball and then go round over and land on the tee off on the back 9. In fact, one day the club professional came out and was standing there watching me tee off, and I teed off and it did that. He just looked at me and shook his head and walked back in the clubhouse.
Well, all you've got to do is look at Craig Stadler. He was a big guy, but he was a damn good player.
Or the Walrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hell,
I played when I was at 29 Palms. I played on that course a couple of times.
Yeah, I
go out there for PT. Nothing but sand.
A lot of sand, but out there, the biggest danger to worry about is the snakes.
Yeah, I know. we used to play the best ball counted, right? And we were on the last hole, and we were about 40 yards from the pit. And I pulled out a driver. They looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, I got to hit the damn thing, don't I? Let me hit it. I hit the thing, it went past the green, hit the building, bounced off the building, hit a palm tree, and came back and rolled about 3 inches from the hole.
Oh, wow.
And I said, planned it.
That's how Joe played the bank shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Planned it. But I used to when I was growing up. I was 18 years old. You used to see the putt-putt. It was called putt-putt. The
Yeah.
orange signs, and they actually had a professional putters tour,
Mm-hmm.
and this was back in the 70s. And I was part of the Amateur Putters Association, and I went on an amateur putters all through Panama City, all that area up in Destin, all of that. I went on a 3-week tour to like 7 different courses over the 3 weeks. Myself, my friend Harold, and my sister's boyfriend Louis, and we won on all of those 7 tournaments. We came in first, second, and third. The 3 of us.
Mm.
But we were beaching it all day and putting at night.
Mm.
At 18 years old. And that was a big thing back then.
Sure.
I had my putter, what was called the 49er. It was a 24 karat gold plated putter.
East Coast Thrills must have played frisbee golf. Did you ever play frisbee golf, Dre?
No, I never played that.
I had an uncle that was really into frisbee golf. He had like a bunch of expensive ass frisbees and stuff he used to play with.
So what do you do? Carry around a whole bunch of different frisbees for different shots, or what?
No, just the one frisbee.
Oh.
Yeah, and then there's like these cage things that catch the frisbees that you throw at.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting them in a hole, you've got to get them into a
basket, a swinging basket.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like a pole, and then it's got a basket thing built around it. I never played it, but like I said, I had an uncle that was really big into that for years. He was part of a frisbee golf league thing in Southern California.
All in the wrist. Yep.
I'm not sure whether you've got to get it in it or just hit it, because you could be throwing it at it from any direction around the green. So it would have to
that chains that come down. You had to get it stuck in there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I never actually played it, so I'm not sure what the rules are on it.
Well, it's kind of like playing pool. Pool halls. There used to be pool halls everywhere when I was growing up. Now I don't know of any pool halls around.
Yeah, we've still got some, and some snooker holes. Not as many as we used to, I'll admit, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly now, pool is just one pool table or 2, maybe even in a pub.
Mm.
But we have pub,
that's like
we
ping
do
pong
have,
and everything else. Things
we do
change.
have pub pool leagues. Which I also don't play in anymore because I can't see the definition of the edge of the ball.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of those, I call them leisure sport activities, went by the wayside because that was always a place where people used to like to smoke at. Pool halls, bowling alleys, people that play darts, bars. Now you got all the places you can't allow smoking anymore. So a lot of people start going to them, which that means the other extracurricular activities started falling off.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So people all gather around now and go to the casinos and go play the one-armed bandit because they can smoke.
Yep.
The way the bars got around that when I was in North Carolina was they would, if it was considered a private club, you could still smoke in there. So they would just charge you a yearly membership for $1.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would get around smoking thing. And they'd
Yeah.
still, and then some bars in the real small towns, they just didn't give a shit. They'd still
Yeah.
put out the ashtrays, and then if somebody came in, they would quickly remove all the ashtrays.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, no,
just didn't
our
care.
pubs tend to have an outside smoking area.
Bus
Yeah.
shelter.
I remember when I first moved to Kansas back in the 80s. The restaurants there couldn't serve booze, but if you went and paid extra money and became a club member of the restaurant, you could carry in your own booze and drink it at the table, at the dinner table.
Oh yeah, they find loopholes around that shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's
Yeah.
what a lot of the bars in North Carolina did.
Mm-hmm.
You would just pay a stupid $1 membership. They'd put your name down in this book, and then you were considered a private member, even though it's technically a public establishment. I mean, anybody could come in there and become a member.
Yeah.
Edward said there are different frisbees for different distances.
All right. I thought you were supposed to use the same one all the way around.
Yeah, I guess it's like golf, right? You use different things for different.
Well, you use different clubs, but
Dre just dropped off.
you would normally use the same golf ball until you lost it.
Hey, Paul. Well, one of my son's friend, Justin, my son's friends, works out for North Shore football. He's one of the coaches, right? And we saw each other last night. And he said, "What do you think's going to happen?" And I said, "Well, they're going to score on you. You're going to have a running clock sometime during the game." And I said, "Y'all play the way you're playing. Y'all got some gaps there. You'll be able to score. But you're not going to beat them. You're not going to beat them tonight, right?" So last night, first play of the game, Nate Shepard, 80-yard, broke it up the middle, one touchdown, right? First play of the game. The last 3 games, first play of the game, he scored a touchdown. The game's over with, 49-0 to score. 42-0 to score. He's walking across the field. We kind of like dabbed each other off, and I turned around, looked at him, and went, "Told you." Like that. And he said he called up my son right there. He said, "Your dad had the nerve to even pass me up and say, 'Told you.'"
I'm
He
jumping
said that
off.
was
I'll
his
catch y'all later.
insult to injury.
Catch you later, Justin.
See you, Justin.
Heading out, Justin.
He's
Yeah,
out.
I'm my live streaming a little bit, so
What time are you going on?
probably between 8:30 somewhere in there.
Okay.
Oh, you got a live stream? I didn't know
Catch
that.
y'all later.
Yeah,
Bite
a
me.
gaming live stream.
Yeah, see
They
y'all
don't
later.
chit chat like we do.
Quiet now. There is no
Yeah.
there is no need to bark. You're not getting anything else to eat.
Well, I'm gonna jump off too.
Yeah, I think it's about time, right?
Gotta find something to eat.
Yeah. Okay. David, you hang in there without Laura.
No.
Okay, Joe, Mark, thanks for being
See y'all
here.
in the
We'll
morning.
see all of you again in the morning.
Later.
Bye for now.
I better go.
I
to
won't
bed.
be
I'll
on.
be up
I
early
won't be
tomorrow.
on. If I'm on tomorrow, it'll be late on.
Okay, David,
Yeah.
we'll see you in the
And
morning.
if I'm on tomorrow, I'll either be totally excited and over the moon or completely pissed off because we're playing Burnley tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And it's in the morning, so
Okay. All right, David. Hey, thank you for being here.
catch you later.
Yeah, bye-bye.